Okay, welcome to the 11th Annual Building Business Expo, and that's at Brookhaven Town Hall, of course. Our 11th Annual Expo. We're here, of course, with the town supervisor. I can tell you, Mr. Supervisor, I'm really excited the fact that it's our 11th annual one. The amount of vendors this year has been greater than last year.
We have 100 vendors, from what I'm told, and let me tell you, this is a great thing. If you're in business, these guys, this is like a business-to-business expo. They help other businesses do business, grow their business, add employees, and it's kind of a mutual exchange almost. So this is one of the most beneficial expos that we have. And to kick it off, we have a couple restaurants providing samples over in the kitchen.
Yes, they do.
So, I mean, even if you're in business and you can't find anything, you can always find food.
That's right. Food is always an attraction for people. But the restaurants that are down here, some of the other food vendors,
right,
really terrific. You know, that's great. So,
well, it's also a business to business because many businesses have to cater facilities.
Right.
You know, they have an office party or something of that nature, or they're entertaining clients or something like that. Perfect way to introduce the types of products that you cook and provide and cater.
Right, absolutely. And a lot of more businesses are out there. They're really trying to do something a little different for their employees every once in a while. So even just beyond the parties, just doing a corporate event, it's there. They're over there to help out. They'll cater, bring to any of the facilities, of course, anything in Brookhaven and the surrounding areas. It's really excellent. I'm looking forward to your opening comments over here, getting a chance to meet as many of the vendors as humanly possible.
You know I do that. I try to meet all the vendors and thank them.
Yeah, it's great.
Absolutely. And let me just say, Brookhaven Business Advisory Council has done a great job working with economic development. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and that's a great comment considering we're here at the Business Expo. Going to be a lot of networking going on, and obviously networking within the organization, which is what happens over here at the town of Brookhaven, is really so important to make these events a success, and of course the whole township a success.
We try to build businesses, encourage businesses, help them expand. We work with them with SBA. We work with them with Stony Brook, with the Small Business Development Center. We work with them, if they're a little bit larger, with our Industrial Development Agency or our Local Development Corporation. So we have a lot of tools that we can use to help businesses, and sometimes they don't need those tools, but they need some advice, and we have our seniors, that senior team that come in, volunteer, and provide advice to local businesses.
Yeah, SCORE is out there, the Small Business Development Center. It's all terrific. And all of these resources can be found on the website, so you're going to go to the Brookhaven website. It's there. Of course, visit our site for the different events that are going on.
Absolutely. Brookhaven.org, and then look under.
That's right. That's the Brookhaven. And look under for the section with the other committees where we're at. Or directly over to our website, link back to the town website, brookhavenbac.org. Look, I know they're calling you for the opening comments. I want to thank you for taking a minute or two in advance, and we'll talk to you later.
Good.
Can I have your attention, please? Can I have your attention? Okay. I'd like to welcome all of you to the 11th Annual Building Business in Brookhaven Expo. It's a great networking event. It's one of the top networking events on Long Island. And we want to thank you for coming. My name is Henry Bromwell. I'm the president of the Brookhaven Business Advisory Council. We work with the town and serve as a liaison between local government and the businesses in Brookhaven. And I want to introduce our supervisor, Mr. Ed Romaine.
Thank you, Henry. The council does a great job making sure that the town supervised town board is aware of the needs of small business, and we try to address it each and every day. The council brings us all types of recommendations and suggestions. Thank you for participating. This is one of the largest business expos in the county. We have over 100 vendors, and every one of these vendors, I would encourage you to stop by. I don't wear makeup though, but other than that, I would encourage you to stop by, because you'll learn something about how you can do business better. Each of these businesses offer you an opportunity to help expand and build your business and use them to do that. And with me is our councilman, Kevin Laval.
Thank you, Supervisor. As a former small business owner, I want to thank you guys for all coming out tonight. I know the great highs and the great lows what it takes to be a business owner. You know, you have some great months, and then again, you have some months that you're wondering how you make payroll and how you do that. But you know what? It's all your hard work. I know it's long weeks sometimes to run your own business and be out there and develop, but here in Brookhaven, we're trying to stay open to make sure you have the support to be able to do your jobs and be prosperous. And I just want to thank the council for putting this together tonight, and I just want to wish you a great night, and hope you enjoy yourselves. So thank you all very much.
And helping us today, emceeing this, and he'll be running around with the camera. Brian, come on up here. Our MC.
Thanks. It's always a lot of fun meeting everybody and getting a chance to know as many of the businesses as possible at this type of event. You got 125 or so vendors here. It's great. A good percentage are sitting in the food court. I do highly suggest that you get down there and go visit them also. Got some great restaurants and other food purveyors that are participating. And everybody in here. And don't forget, meet everybody in here before everybody else comes in. But, you know, the vendors meeting the other vendors, it is business to business. It's a networking event. It's a place for you to build those relationships and find out who you could refer somebody to. That is the key to building a great relationship. And thank you for the great relationship that we have with you.
Thank you very much again. And by the way, the food's just on the other side of this wall, for those who don't know. And finally, our economic development team. Guys, Jim, give a wave. Give a wave. Okay. Lisa, give a wave. All right, we're here to help you if you have any questions. You've seen the team. And believe it or not, our assessor is here. Our deputy town assessor. So if you have a tax problem, go see him.
Somebody clap. There you go.
All right, I'll give it back. Brian, here you go.
There we go. All right, so we'll be around to meet everybody, and those of you that are at home that are going to be listening to this, here's what you're going to do. You're going to pay attention to this, because everybody we meet is going to be somebody that you either want to build a relationship with, you want to get to know because they might have a service that you want to use, or there's somebody that you do want to refer to somebody else. So stick around, follow along, grab that pen and paper, and get ready, because we're about to meet over 125 vendors at the 11th Annual Building Your Business in Brookhaven Business Expo. All right, here we go. We're going to begin now with Colonial Coffee. And what better way to start this event with a cup of coffee? You guys down here, it's not the first time down here. It's all good. So your name is?
Brandon.
And?
Nick.
And Nick. So Brandon and Nick with Colonial Coffee. You've obviously come down here a couple of times, been a part of the community. The coffee, is this, are you looking to get into businesses with the coffee service?
Businesses, but also personal use, just for people who want to stop in and buy coffee for their homes. That's great also. We do deliver to offices, restaurants. We're a full distributor. But we also have a coffee market in our office, which is great for people to just come in if they have a Keurig in their home. Usually you buy by the box, but what we do is we have set up bins like this, over 130 different flavors, so you could walk around and mix and match, and you don't need to buy an entire box at once. You could try by the cup. So if you want to try 20 different flavors, you could try 20 different flavors just by buying single cups.
And then they're packaged right then and there as they choose the flavors, or they're already packaged? You just pick them?
They're already packaged, just like this. So you would pick out of here, you'd fill up a tray like this, and then we would just bag it for you, and that's that.
That sounds excellent.
It's a great way to try out different coffees. So if you're kind of somebody that likes one specific type of coffee, it's a good way to branch out and try different types of coffee.
That's right. We don't want to be stuck in a rut. We want to try something new each and every time.
Exactly right. You're exactly right. All the types of different coffees we have, from light roast to dark roast to flavors, anything people are interested with coffee, we have the solution for them. So works out well.
Sounds terrific. And the website before we go?
The website is www.colonialcoffeecompany.com.
There you go. So don't get stuck in a rut with drinking just the same kind of coffee all the time. We're going to mix it up a little bit. Not only that, I'm sure this makes a great gift for all of those special occasions, especially those people, those prospects you want to get in front of. So there is one way to get their attention. Thanks again, guys. Our next company is a Voice over Internet Protocol company. And the name of the company is?
It's WipeX International.
And your role with the company is?
I'm actually the owner of the company.
Excellent. All right. So the voice over internet protocol, that has been something that's been in businesses now for quite a while. Technology continues to change with that, where it gets a little bit more, it's inclusive of different.
Yeah, I mean, voice over IP technology has been growing over the years. It's becoming mainstream in businesses these days. And VoIPX International is a cloud service provider. So we provide telephones like the ones you see on the desktop here to businesses. All you need within the business is the telephone on the desktop, and we have the whole support system back in the cloud. It's a completely managed service for a very economical cost.
And the businesses, does it have to be a large business? Is there like a minimum amount of phones within a office location for this to make sense?
Typically, our markets are anywhere from 5 phones up to about 500 phones in a business. So we don't really like to turn anybody away, but typically we want to work like 5 phones and up. So.
Yeah, there's always a number that makes sense. It makes sense from both parties on that one. All right, that's great. And what would be the website that people could go to?
The website to go to is voipxpbx.com.
That makes sense. Thank you so much. All right, we are now here at Storm Stoppers. So after you get a new phone system installed for somebody, you want to make sure that the whole facility is protected. And I got a feeling Storm Stoppers is going to be one of those places to go.
Absolutely. This is a plywood alternative that's much easier to install than plywood, more durable, it's stronger than plywood. It withstand the small missile test by twice what plywood did, and it's just a great alternative, and it's easy to handle.
Hopefully we don't have to worry about missile testing around here, but hurricanes, it really is something that we do need to consider here on Long Island.
Exactly. Yeah, being a small woman, I could put this up myself without any problem.
So it's lightweight, durable, and then also you really are trying to get out to the community to keep informing them about your product and different ways that they can help themselves, protect themselves.
Absolutely. You need to protect yourself from the breakage of the stuff intruding into the house and thus causing further damage. And you do get a break on your insurance.
That's always a nice thing, too, to save a few dollars.
Absolutely. It always helps.
All right, there we go. So now we have a partner, somebody that you would be looking for is those insurance companies, because when they're out there quoting different policies, they can always tell somebody how they can get a break or get a lower rate on the policy by using some of your products. So how can our folks, our friends in Brookhaven and surrounding area, get in touch with you? What would be the website?
It's plywoodalternative.com. You can get a quote on there for measuring your windows. We also install them if need be.
And something tells me there's a lot of information on that website also that people should know.
Oh, absolutely. The small missile test is on there, the wind test is on there, and a few good facts about it. When you board up a house with plywood, it's black inside the house.
Right.
This lets a little bit of light through. And also, if your house is boarded up and you're inside, and God forbid there's a fire and your entrance is blocked, you're not getting out of there with that plywood screwed to the house. With these, you can kick them, you can open the window and kick them off the window. You can get out. You're going to be safe.
This is obviously a website that you want to go visit. I'd love to see some of the video that's out there. Thank you so much for coming down here today. Good luck with everything, and meet those people that are in the home remodeling business and the insurance guys. It's great. All right, our next company is a real special company to the town of Brookhaven, because you've got a couple of different projects and seminars and information that you've been sharing with the folks in Brookhaven. So go ahead.
Right.
I'll let you take this one. I know there's a lot of information here.
Way so, a lot.
Okay.
I want to first thank you for coming down today. You know, Sun Nation is the exclusive contractor for the Solarize Brookhaven program. This Saturday, in fact, we're having our second seminar right here in this room. So anybody that is interested in solar, come on down and learn about the Solarize Brookhaven program. You know, we've been helping clients now for 13 years in this area, and we're very, very excited about how people can go solar for no money out of pocket. It's a great program. So come on down and learn about how Solarize Brookhaven can solarize your home and save you money. That's the key.
Right. And then for those that are not going to be able to attend the seminar, they'd be able to go to your website. There's a lot of information there.
Right. They can go on the website. They can go on the Brookhaven website and go right to the Solarize Brookhaven location. They can right into it and sign up, and we'll contact you and check out your house and give you all the information you need.
Got to solarize Brookhaven.
That's it.
Cut down everybody's electric costs. It's all good. We'll keep the sun out more and more.
Thanks,
it's a perfect thing. Thank you. Sun Nation. There you go. Visit the website. Tons of information. All right, we're now here with Great American Web and Video. I know this. I'm going to just jump in front of the camera. Oh, it's probably not going to be the first time I do that tonight. So Great American Web and Video. All right, go ahead.
Well,
you do web and...
We're located in Coram, but we service the entire metro area. We develop lead generation websites as well as improving websites that are underperforming. We're here at the show because there have been many, many changes having to do with local search and mobile websites that have had adverse effects on most websites in the past year. We are the exclusive Yext business partner here on Long Island, and as a result, we have tools and products available to help those people with existing websites who have websites that are underperforming, and that's why we're here at the show. In addition, we specialize with a lot of companies, particularly professional service companies like doctors, lawyers, and Indian chiefs, who as of yet haven't developed a website or have a website that's just a little bit more than a billboard for them.
Yeah, there's a few folks out there that have a website. Oh, I have a website. It must be good. It's like, no, when you haven't updated it in a couple of months now.
A couple of years in some cases.
Some cases, but I saw one website that I haven't updated in a couple of months, and you wonder. And you don't want your clients to wonder. You don't want your prospects to wonder. You want to be on top of it, and having an up-to-date, active website, definitely the thing to do.
Right.
Perfect.
In addition, one of the other things that we are very involved with is web strategy and integrated marketing, so that we're able to pull together direct mail, email marketing, text marketing, a variety of different social media services into a cohesive marketing plan for today's business.
So the best thing people should be doing, they're going to sit down with you, you're going to have a nice intro meeting with them to go find out their needs and do. So they're going to get in touch with you by going to your website?
The best way is to call us directly at 516-356-7159. All the work that we do is custom. We do not cookie cutter or use templates, okay? We offer a free marketing audit to businesses, which generally we sell for about $500. So as an end-of-the-year promotion, we're giving that away free.
Excellent.
So please come give us a call at 516-356-7159. We're here to talk.
There you go. Great American Web and Video. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
And he's right. You know, these websites that are out there, they're not supposed to be billboards. You need content on there that continually updates. You want to do a blog. You want to do something that keeps people engaged. And you don't want to have something that's 6 months old, because people are going to wonder if you're not paying attention to that, what else? So that'll be my little helpful interview.
Yeah, so my name's Diane McDonald, and I'm a yoga instructor, and I created a program called Discover Your Body Within, and it's a 10-week yoga program to help people with weight loss and to increase flexibility and mobility and really discover what they're capable of.
Right. And your partner teaches the hot yoga, so let's see if we can grab her attention here right now. Okay, so you do the hot yoga over at Setauket, right? I know, which is right around the corner from me, although we're all in Brookhaven, so everything's right around the corner. But can you explain the hot yoga and why that's different than just yoga?
The heat is used as a tool to safely open up the body, to also make the body more malleable. So it's a great way to work on flexibility, but also as you're working on balance and strength. So it's a really great overall approach to bringing health to your body and mind.
From a self-preservation question here, should somebody be well stretched into yoga before doing hot yoga?
There is no experience required, no fitness level that prevents trying this type of yoga. It's for everybody, and it's just the best way to get your body into optimum health and mind.
That sounds great. And you got to come with a bottle of water at least, right?
I hope you do.
Absolutely. All right, so how can they get in touch with you? And I assume that you're at the same location. So what would be the website that they would go to, or the location?
www.bikramyogasetoket is the best way to find us on the website. We're also on the Facebook, Setauket Bikram Yoga. And you can always call us, and we're in East Setauket.
Come down there and do a little hot yoga. And your information is also?
No, actually, I'm at awomanalive.com. And my email is diane@awomanalive.com.
Sounds terrific. Okay, there we go.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, terrific. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you.
And I will see you down there one of these days. All right, next company is an interesting company, Gutter Helmet. And I went to the website. It was Henry Helmet is the website. I'm thinking, whose name is Henry Helmet? And then it kind of dawned on me.
Harry Helmet.
Harry Helmet.
Oh, yeah.
Harry Helmet. It kind of caught me by
That's the name of our
surprise.
independent dealership.
That sounds terrific. So, Helmet, we're talking about gutters. Such an important part of our house.
Yes.
Can you explain what you know?
Sure, it's this gutter helmet. It's an all-enclosed system. It fastens over your gutters. It keeps the leaves, the trees, the snow out. We're a family-owned business. We've been in business for over 35 years. We have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. We have a stellar reputation. We also have helmet heat, which is electric coils. It gets laid underneath, and it melts the snow and the ice.
So is this it seems like it makes sense. You know, because, you speak to some of the insurance guys about what's covered in a home and what's not with water seepage. So this is really extending out the roof a little bit. This way the water is not getting underneath, especially with the snow and ice.
Correct.
Because when ice melts, it's going to work its way back into the house. So it is a great thing to install before the winter, of course.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. And how you see it is how it goes over the first set of shingles and goes underneath the second set of shingles.
Right. And then also from the leaves and the other debris that is falling
Yes,
down, it
it
goes
keeps
over the
out.
top?
Correct. It's an all-enclosed system.
Okay. Great. I'll let you give out the website. I don't want to get...
It's www.harryhelmet.com, and Rich is actually a customer as well.
Oh, Rich. Hey, you want to give a quick testimonial, Rich?
Yes.
You're
You're
wearing the shirt.
I'm not only an exhibitor, I'm also a customer.
Yeah, it's perfect.
All right, and I've had the gutter helmets for 12 years, haven't had any problems.
Perfect.
All right, had it inspected in April. Guy went up all the way up on the second roof, which I didn't want to go on, and he said everything's fine.
Perfect.
So it's a great thing.
Okay, there we go. Hey, we got something new now. And we got the introduction to the company, we got a testimonial, and then you got a few people that certainly you want to introduce them to. Maybe real estate agents, folks that have bought a new home, considering selling the home. It might be a nice little selling point there too.
And we are a new business on Long Island. We just took over the dealership in April, and we're licensed in Nassau and Suffolk counties.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So already we've got a number of different possibilities depending upon who you are, your referral, your network, whatever group that you're involved in, that you can make the referrals to, or perhaps it's time to change your gutters. Our next company is going to be somebody you really should pay attention to, a writer. We're doing so much with the website, with blogs. Everybody should write a book. They say you become an author. It's not even so much as becoming an author. It's now you're that perceived expert. Your company is all about?
I am a freelance writer, and I do newsletters, blog posts, ebooks, marketing, website content, and sales letters. So anything you need to promote your business that is word related.
Right.
And I can help you with.
Yeah, we just had a discussion with one of the web companies, talking about the websites and how they need to be current and fresh and different things that are out there. Obviously, you can help with that.
I can help with that, and it's really, really true. People are more and more going to websites looking for information, and if you have a website that's really shoddy or where you've stolen the information for somebody else or it's not current, people will move on and go to someone else. There's really a higher and higher expectation that you have good content on your website.
Now, when you're writing for somebody else, how closely are you working with them to make sure it's their words that you're writing?
So the process I use, I've been ghostwriting for 20 years.
Okay.
So what I do is I work over the phone because that causes the person I'm working with to articulate what their message is.
Right.
I talk to them for about 30 minutes, I record what we do, and then I write using their words, their expressions, their language, and their thoughts. So over the years, I've really become very good at imitating a person's voice, and after I've worked with someone for a while, they don't even recognize that they didn't write it themselves.
That's good.
So that's a good ghostwriter.
It really is, and there's certainly a skill set that's involved in that, because you got to put you behind the other person, so that's great.
I'm always paying attention to what people are saying, how they are speaking, the length of their sentences, the words they choose, and so, yes, everyone has a unique voice, just like they have orally in writing as well.
I'm not feeling too self-conscious right now. Can you share your website?
Yeah, it's my name. It's Sue Allen, A-L-L-E-N, Clayton, C-L-A-Y-T-O-N.com.
Thank you so much. That's really terrific. We'll definitely be in touch. Thanks.
Thank you.
Our next company is going to be Harvest Power, and that's Phil Flora. Phil, I want to thank you so much for coming down here tonight.
Appreciate it.
You know, it's the solar industry. It's so important, big thing, very big in with Brookhaven. You know, the town has put efforts into it themselves. Homeowners are looking to do, small businesses. It makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, it's a booming industry. I mean, we're actually based in Bayshore, but we have offices in Patchogue and Ronkonkoma. We've been in the solar business for well over 10 years. Part of our company has gone back into the early 80s doing energy efficiencies, solar hot water, solar PV. So it's obviously a booming industry. We're very involved in the Brookhaven. We're very happy to be here.
Right. Is it expensive for a homeowner? Let's just stay with the residential side of it. You know, for a homeowner to put in a solar system, and it seems like it's gotten more efficient. So that would have brought the cost down because you're saving more electricity, or generating more electricity from the sun.
In 5 years, the cost of a typical system has basically been cut in half. The incentive levels right now, actually through the end of next year, are great for residential buyers to purchase. There's a 30% federal tax credit. There's a $5,000 state tax credit, which in a lot of cases ends up paying for about half of your system cost. And there's a number of financial options available to make it so it's little to nothing out of pocket. So it's actually a very good opportunity. We encourage buyers to purchase if your tax equity and your credit's good. It's usually a better deal for them in the long run.
Great. And what is your website? And I got one other question for you before we go.
We're harvestpower.net.
Easy enough. Harvestpower.net. So who's a good referral partner for you?
For us, we tend to work very well with accounting firms, real estate companies. Accounting firms are great partners because they're always looking for ways to help their clients save money. Solar is a great way to save money, especially from a commercial side. So we've had a lot of good success with them. Like I said, real estate companies, contractors, especially landscapers. There's a lot of organizations like that where we've had a lot of success.
Okay, there you go. Opens up a lot of doors for you. There we go. Thank you so much, Phil. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. There's a number of different organizations, friends that you have, business partners, prospects that you might want to send over to Harvest Power as a way of building that relationship with you. So we are next going to be speaking to Affinity Health is the next person we're going to be speaking to.
Community Relations.
Okay, great. So Affinity Health, you are sharing information, but you're also working with the New York State.
We work with the New York State. We are planning right now the open enrollment for 2015, which is very important because the government is offering a new Medicaid expansion. So we have a lot of information to give to the people, to all the community.
Do you go out, obviously individuals, small business owners would certainly come to you. What about some of the larger businesses, the under 50 employee businesses? Is that somebody that you would also want to speak to?
Yeah, we have a business, a small business, because right now you can have insurance through your employer, but even though if you are a small business, you can have insurance with the marketplace.
Great. Okay, that's fantastic. Thanks. So what is the website?
Is affinityplan.org.
Okay,
affinityplan.org.
Okay, affinityplan.org. Thank you so much. Glad you're down here tonight. Obviously, that's an easy one. Anybody that's got a small business that you want to send them this way. Perhaps they have to update their website, their insurance needs, healthcare programs, etc. Our next company is none other than talking about insurance needs. Now I know where that word insurance came from. It's combined insurance. There we go. We're going to combine insurance. So tell us a little bit about the company.
Well, Combine's been around since 1922. We're a leader in the supplemental insurance industry. We pay you basically cash in your pocket if you get hurt, if you get sick, or you get disabled.
Great. And your role with the company is?
I am Aurora Ramos. I am an account executive with Combined Insurance. Okay. And it's a great company, and check us out.
I see you'd be a perfect person to answer this. From the networking standpoint, at a business expo like this, who are you looking for? Are you looking for just potential clients? Are you looking for those referral partners also?
We're looking for referral partners and also potential clients.
Yeah, it's all encompassing. Doing these things, you have to combine different things.
Combine everyone, networking in any which way, whatever works.
He's sitting over looking at me. So when are you going to use that word combined again? All right, here we go. Here's the final sentence. Website, and make sure you use the word combined inside of that final comment.
www.combineinsurance.com.
That was easy. You got Combined is in the website. Hey, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Absolute pleasure. Our next company that we're going to interview is Connecticut West. It's a healthcare product. I almost got stuck on Connecticut, and I really shouldn't because I live in Setauket.
Connecticut School District, you know, remember Connecticut School?
Yeah,
That's how the name comes from. It means Great River.
Is that where you got the name from?
Yeah, it means Great River.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, so healthcare products. You know, healthcare products, one of these words that can encompass absolutely everything. Is there an area that you focus on?
We really focus on incontinence supplies, nutrition, surgical instruments, which is, you know, like a daily products, we do have that. But most of the time, we only sell to like a hospital, nursing homes, even individual home.
Yeah, I was just going to ask. You know, a lot of the stuff that you're talking about over here is seems like it's a little bit more institutional than the home care. But there's a lot of companies that will go to people's homes, and a lot of us have got issues, you know, where we need whatever medical equipment. So you would be supplying that.
Yes, I do. So we have two companies. One also, we have a wholesale one, and then we also have a mail order company. So it sells national.
Sounds good. You got everything well covered. All right, so let's give out the two websites then. The
wholesale one, cwiquality.com. The mail order company, which is sell to national, and the individual home is cwimedical.com.
Excellent. And I know staying in health is also rather important to the folks that run this company, but we'll save that one for another day. We'll do a healthcare expo and we'll talk about that. I got to go running with her husband one day. All right, we are now with Our Place, which is not our place, it's your place, but we used that word combined before, so maybe it is Our Place as you go. So go ahead.
Place to advertise.
It's a great place
Absolutely
to advertise.
phenomenal.
Tell us about Our Place as being a great place to advertise.
Well, the Our Place is just like a lot of other media formats. However, we get great results. Unlike some of the other papers where there's a lot of extra information in there, we have all our government official stuff in there, press releases, just great stuff, very involved with the chambers, the community, and we just love being a part of our town, our place. We've been around 26 years, and our readers are absolutely top, and we get great results. We'd love to have you advertise. We'll see if we get a chance.
This is obviously not a 9-to-5 job here, is it?
Oh no, this is a 24/7. We are dedicated. Yeah, we love what we do. Our paper is all about a community and giving back. That's what we feel it separates us. So, and we just, yeah, our place is the place to be.
That sounds like a great tagline.
Yep. We're currently doing a food drive where we're donating food to the local churches, so we're also very committed to our community, and that's important, and our readers know that, and that's why we get great results, because they see that the people that are advertising with us, they're doing the right thing, and that's what it's all about today.
Right, okay. So they can, anybody can go to your website, obviously, and then also see what events you're involved with, you know, at the time that they're visiting the site.
Correct. You actually can read the entire each edition on ourplacenews.com. It's digitally formatted.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming down here tonight. Really do appreciate that, but also being a part of the community. You know, there's so many companies that talk about being part of the community, and are they really? Obviously, Our Place is part of the community by giving back to the charities and being involved with all of the local businesses. It's really terrific to see companies do that. The next business participant that we are going to be speaking to is Caraco Suits. They've been expanding on Long Island. I know there was a facility over in Farmingdale, which I had visited a while ago, but now you're out in Selden. It's great.
We're in Selden. There's also one in Patchogue. Selden's our newest building, newly renovated. We moved there about 6 months ago. Tremendous value suits. We also have a little bit of casual clothes going on now. My name is Brian. I'm always there. There's Danielle. If I'm not, she's there. Come on by. We'll take good care of you.
Right, and the suits, sportswear also,
sportswear,
you know, casual
also,
wear.
Anything from the shoes up, everything but your tighty-whities. We send you elsewhere for that. But everything else, shirt, tie, business, shoes, socks, belts.
And a little bit of advice when we come in there.
A little bit of advice. You know, a lot of times they are deer in headlights, but she does a nice job. You know, if she'll look at you, we'll make you look good. So I promise you that. So give us a shot. Come on by.
You realize this is all coming back to you.
That's fine. I got to pass the buck somewhere. She's the reason we do well. Nobody wants me telling them they look good. They want her telling them she looks good.
That's it.
That's the difference.
Absolutely. What would be the website that they should be going to?
CaracoSuits.com. You can also shop online there. There's 9 locations on the island, one in New Jersey as well, but come on by CaracoSuits.com. It is a family-owned business. There is a family called Caraco, and they're more than happy to help you guys out.
Terrific. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you so much.
And thank you for helping us look good.
No problem.
And now we're going to speak to the BCCC. That's the Brookhaven Chambers of Commerce Coalition. You know, I always had a challenge with that one, all those C's in there. So we're now speaking with?
My name is Tom Kelly.
Tom. All right, so Tom, your involvement with the Brookhaven Chambers of Commerce Coalition is?
I've been with them for many years, more years than I care to remember. Right now I am currently the treasurer, and it's a wonderful organization that reaches out, serves as a conduit for all the individual chambers, where we have one place where we can get information shared, best practices shared, amongst everybody. So it's really a great organization.
And it's actually one of the organizations that we at the Brookhaven Business Advisory Council have partnered up with. I know the town has too. And this way we can get the information out about events like this and some of the other things that are going along. So what is out there, with the smaller businesses? Is there something that's a standout item that continues to come up?
Well, each of the chambers, their little areas present different challenges. And many times, the chambers come into the coalition, we can kind of work together to try to streamline or maybe direct somebody that can help them with their processes. Any small business that is new, we reach out to try to help them get acclimated within the neighborhood, get to put them in touch with the right areas, and try to work to help promote their business. The Brookhaven Coalition, we have an annual recognition for the individual chambers, but we also provide a stimulus grant for businesses. We provide a scholarship award for senior high school students that want to stay within business, that are working to go into school to stay in business. And again, it's a tremendous group. It's all volunteers. Everyone kind of pitches in, and it's, we're there for the business owner.
Yeah, everybody's there helping everybody else. It just makes sense, and it's great. It's great being involved in that kind of a situation, that kind of an organization with everybody. What would be the website that people should go to?
I was afraid you were going to ask me.
He knew I was going to ask that question. But all you need to really do anyhow is to look it up. That's the Brookhaven Brookhaven Chambers of Commerce Coalition. So it's actually easier. It's brookhavencoalition.com. And then you can find the link on so many other places. You just Google it. It's there. Thank you so much for coming down here this evening.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it. And thanks for letting us participate in many of our events. We are now going to be speaking to Conference Associates. Sir, my name is Brian, and you are?
Neil Weingarten.
Neil Weingarten. So Conference Associates. I'm going to take a guess as to what it is, but I'd rather let you.
Okay, I was waiting for a guess.
All right,
we're an insurance agency in Patchogue, in the village of Patchogue. We've been there for just over 50 years, I think 54 years now, 1961. And we primarily do health insurance. We're best known as a health insurance administrator, but we have branched out and now handle all lines of coverage, including life, disability, dental, long-term care, and of course still health insurance, which is a primary product.
Yeah, the health insurance continues to evolve. It's as all of the insurances too. So it's.
Well, health insurance is, we've kind of absorbed all the changes from the Affordable Care Act, and now we've had a couple of carriers change their product offerings. One carrier has been shut down by the state because of their poor performance in terms of profitability. They're just insolvent. Right. And then another carrier has discontinued about 50,000 Medicare subscribers. So that kind of disruption in the market makes our days interesting.
I would definitely say so. Yeah. So how often should a company be reviewing these policies?
Generally speaking, once a year is good.
Right.
If something big changes, or if you find you made a mistake, you can change plans anytime you want as an employer.
Right.
So you don't have to wait till an anniversary. You don't have to wait till the plan is up, the plan year is up. But generally speaking, if you're not totally dissatisfied, once a year is sufficient.
Right. But it definitely makes sense from the company standpoint to review these things, make sure
Absolutely.
You're paying for what you're getting for what you're paying for, and make sure it's still current. All right. What website should they be going to reach out to you?
www.conferenceny.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming down here tonight and helping everybody out with their insurance needs. Thank you. We are now here at Pro Syscon with Carmen. Carmen, it's so exciting to see you down here again. another repeat performer.
Yes.
So ProSysCon, you're celebrating a 10-year anniversary.
12 years, actually.
12-year anniversary.
Yep, and I've been in the computer field for 25 years, worked for a lot of large companies, and we focus on bringing that enterprise-level technology down to a size that scales perfectly for small and medium-sized businesses.
Right, and you do a lot of backup work, for companies to have the data in different places, installing systems.
Right, so we focus on the infrastructure. We work on your workstations, your servers, firewalls, email systems, SQL, and we don't really focus on any of the software. Once you can open the software, we hand it off to whoever that software company is. We focus on getting everyone connected, we make sure it's backed up, make sure it runs, we keep your viruses off of it, and if you ever have problems with it, you know where to find us.
One question, I noticed on your website that you have your philosophy in there. That's something that I don't see on many sites, the philosophy side of it. Why? Why was that so important to you?
Because there's a lot of small companies that don't really understand how to leverage the technology. So if we can take all this technology that everyone else uses and the large companies take for granted, and we can make it fit for you, and we can make sure your systems stay running, that's what we want to do.
Perfect. Okay, and the website that people should be going to is?
www.prosyscon.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Take care.
We'll talk here. Great resource out there. 12 years celebration. Much doing, and we all have computer systems. You definitely want to make sure that they are current. All right, here we are, Whitley, the Ronkonkoma Chamber of Commerce. You're here. You're promoting the chamber always, which is great.
Thank you,
also,
Brian.
Turning the town pink. You're involved in so many different things.
Thank you, Brian. It's good to be back again for another exciting year of the Expo.
Yep. No, it's great to have you back over here. So what are we talking about today? The Ronkonkoma Chamber, your business?
I'm here today for the Ronkonkoma Chamber of Commerce.
Good.
And as you can see, it's a beautiful place to live, work, and visit.
That it is. I got there, Lake Ronkonkoma is an absolutely phenomenal place, to go. It's right there. The chamber's a very strong chamber. I think it's one of the bigger chambers that are in this area, too.
Yes, it is.
We're not going to say that's all because of you, but what is it? What really makes a good chamber?
Well, a good chamber is the people who make it up, and, of course, your local businesses. We look to promote all the local business and for everyone to be involved in their community to make it a better place to live.
Right. So it's not just about having a good business. It's really about participating, about helping other people, which is really what the chamber is all about, helping the other businesses continue to grow, promote themselves. And
definitely, and we like to involve the whole community as well. And we have these terrific events. Every year we have celebrity softball.
Right.
We make a donation making strides against breast cancer. And you wouldn't believe the celebrities that come out to donate their time for us. We do a lot of nice things for the people.
Yep, I saw some of the photos from this year's event. The summer of 2015's event. It was absolutely fantastic, and they did. I'm sure 2016 will be even better than that. What would be the website that they should go to, and so you can see what events that you're doing, what items you're getting behind also?
Okay, you need to visit www.ronkonkomachamber.com, and if you click on it, you'll see next week we're having a terrific night in Ronkonkoma, a taste of Ronkonkoma, featuring all of the finest restaurants.
Right, and that's an annual event that they do, so if you missed this year, you certainly want to get out there for next year and visit that website, and make sure you see what's going on in Ronkonkoma. Even if your business is not there, you just never know who you're going to meet, who it makes sense to meet, and you guys do a great job. Thank you so much for coming down here.
Thank you again, Brian.
Yeah. We're now with Doug, Resume Stream Media. We had a great conversation
yes,
on
we did.
Yeah, it was good.
Nice to see you. How's everything going?
Everything's going really well.
Great fair today. Great connections. Your Resume Stream's based in Riverhead. We have clients all over the U.S. We are a career management firm that focuses on resume development, cover letter development, LinkedIn profiles, interview coaching, things to really get people transitioning into the job market, either students to C-level executives. And I come from the corporate world. I was a hiring manager at Computer Associates for 23 years, and now I focus my efforts on being a certified resume writer. I'm the only certified resume writer east of Route 112. So Eastern Suffolk, don't go to your Aunt Edna, come to me. Right, exactly. Aunt Edna might write a good resume, but you go to a pro, and certainly happy to help the community any way I can.
Right. No, I know it's really important to have everything all tied in with itself. Otherwise, it blends inconsistent with another, especially LinkedIn, because it's more business.
No question.
But do you find that businesses are going to the LinkedIn profile before making a phone call to?
No doubt. It's a heavy recruiting tool. Even prior to having those conversations, recruiters are scouring various profiles based on attributes and based on what their needs are, and they are looking for candidates, and that will help certainly facilitate a discussion. They may want to reach out on behalf of those companies that they're looking for work for. So LinkedIn's a very, very important tool.
Right, and the keywords inside of LinkedIn and the resumes.
No question. And a lot of recruiting databases have those types of keywords. So it's very important to marry the content that you have on your resume, on your cover letter, and making sure that you're lining into the attributes of that job and the requirements of that job. If you're a baker and you're doing cookies and muffins and pies, and they're looking for an IT SaaS developer, well, you're not getting in the door. So you need to make sure that you're marrying their benefits with your qualifications.
That's excellent. All right, how can people get in touch with you?
My website is resumestream.net. My phone number is 631-664-0983.
Terrific. Doug, thanks so much.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
So much.
We are now here with Jerry Lochisato with CMIT Solutions. CMIT has been a big part of the Long Island community and beyond for many, many, many years. And you're operating one of the franchises?
Yeah, my franchise is Bohemia, and I cover from Bohemia up north up to Stony Brook, Port Jefferson, St. James.
Right. And some of the services that CMIT provides would be?
Our core service is monitoring PC systems, so making sure antivirus, anti-spyware, internet files, making sure that your computer's healthy. Runs several times a day, we monitor it remotely. Proactive services as opposed to kind of a repair and fix type of thing. Backup is another big service. I mean, backup is a big part of keeping your systems healthy. There's some viruses that get by no matter what kind of antivirus you have. So backup is the antidote for everything. If you have your files backed up properly, on-site, off-site, image backups, you'll be in good shape.
And when you're accessing the system remotely, are you monitoring the system remotely also?
We monitor remotely. I get reports, real-time reports anytime I want to. I could see how my PCs are running, and if there's any problems, I get an alert right away. So
you may know something's wrong before the business owner knows something's
wrong. That's the whole point. It's for businesses that have to have their computers running all the time.
Right.
They can't really afford to have anything, so we're proactive. We're going to know there's a problem before you know there's a problem.
And boy, what does it seem like that's all of us. There's just no ending on anything. Hey, I really appreciate you coming down here tonight.
Nice to meet you.
The website would be?
It's cmitsolutions.com/Mid-Suffolk.
Okay, excellent.
Mid-Suffolk.
Excellent. Oh, there you go. So CMIT Solutions. Another great company that you should be in touch with, because the amount of referrals you can make with that are tremendous, but also the fact that we all have these computer systems, and you don't want to lose data. You want the thing working. You don't want to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning one day when you want to get an early start and find out something's not working. They'll know before you do. Perfect thing. All right, we are now here at Le Tip with Nicole Palumbo. Nicole, I want to thank you for coming down.
Oh, thank you for having us.
We're at a business expo. One of the things I had mentioned in the beginning about the networking possibilities here of being able to refer a business, figure out if you want to do something with that business, or build that relationship. Le Tip really encompasses all of that, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it's a networking group where we come to build our businesses. It's for people who are looking, to grow their business, to make relationships, network, really get to know people, and that's the ultimate goal is, growing the business and helping one another out as well.
Right. The structure of Le Tip seems to be a little bit more close-knit than many of the other ones. Where you really got to know the other businesses that are there. Do you stress those meetings that take place outside of the meeting, where everybody's getting together really to know not just what they do, but why they do it and some of the other activities they're involved in?
Yes, yeah. We actually have what we call visitation, where we pick a person in the group to meet with, maybe somebody that we haven't had much contact with yet. We pick them and we set up a time to meet with them so we can learn more about their business and how we can help them and then how they can help us. So we definitely emphasize that. We also do what we call a happy hour, at least once a month. It's not, a drinking thing. It's more to get together, talk about business, in a more informal setting, so we can get to know, each other more. And also, we meet at a different person's business, and then we get to see their office and where they work and that kind of thing. So
the pictures that are hanging on the wall, which tells much more of a story sometimes than maybe what our websites do.
Right,
it tells more of the story that goes along there. So you're the Le Tip chapter that you're in, and what would be your website?
Our website is, let me just look here, excuse me.
Because you can always look up Letip, and it's just Letip.
We were org, but now we're .com.
Okay.
It's letipbohemia.com.
Okay,
Yeah.
letipbohemia.com.
Yeah, we meet every Wednesday at the airport diner at 7 a.m.
All right,
7 to 8:30. Yeah.
Good. Okay, there you go. So you get up early in the morning,
That's
your computer's working properly, so you're good there.
Yeah.
Get your work done, run over with Letip.
That's right. And it really starts your day off well. Like really, you're more. It seems like getting up earlier or whatever, but you really are more energized. After meeting with everybody, and you're more excited about your business. And
especially when you get a referral from somebody, you're walking out the door in a good mood.
That's
and we're
right.
giving somebody a referral, you're still walking out the door in a good mood.
Yeah,
hey,
definitely.
Thank you so much for coming down here tonight.
Right, thank you
and
for
we'll
having
see you
us.
one morning.
Coastal Promotions. My name is Roseanne. And
that would explain why the booth is so colorful.
Oh, and we do any sort of screen printing, any sort of promotional items you need. We have a 24-hour website now, so you can design anything on your own too. So if you want to design your own business cards, your own shirt, you can do it online too.
That's interesting. And is there any kind of limitations with that? Or somebody's got to see it. Let's put it this way. Somebody on your side has got to see this crazy design that someone puts together and kind of say, you might want to think that.
Well, we can definitely help you think it through to decide what you would like to do, but anything you want to put on a t-shirt or a business card, we can do for you. So there's really no limit to it.
Okay, Coastal Promotions, and the website is going to be?
Coastal-promotions.com.
There you go, nice, straight, and simple. So you can design your own items to give away. I think that's a great idea. It's all terrific. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Nice meeting you.
You too. There you go. Ken, okay. We are now here at Sleepy's with Ken.
How are you?
And Ken, you must get a good night's sleep because you're raring to go.
If I didn't, I'd be in the wrong business,
Absolutely, that's what it is. So Sleepy's, you're out there with beds. It sounds like a simple thing, but there's a lot more that goes into it.
Yeah, so obviously we're in New York's #1 mattress retailer, and one of the things that we try to do differently is sell sleep and health. There's obviously a lot to do with your health involved with sleep. Obviously, you don't just go, if you don't go to bed at night, guess what happens? You wouldn't be raring ready to go with this microphone now, would you?
No,
you know
definitely
what I mean?
not. No, you're right. Good night's sleep is everything. Even the weight loss folks will tell you the same thing, too. You don't get a good night's sleep, you're not going to lose weight, and I've kind of proved that out a couple of times over.
Okay.
So how do you know, though? How do you, like I walk in there, so I need a mattress. What are you going to ask me to get the right mattress?
Well, you come into our store, and we do a process called Discover Your Comfort, where we're going to put you on 4 different types of beds. And in doing so, we're going to kind of see where your pressure points are, what your comfort level is, and then from there, we navigate you through our showroom. And the idea is the process is supposed to be underwhelming, meaning we don't overwhelm you with trying every bed in the showroom. We try to eliminate about 75% of it in that process to get you fitted for what's right for you.
Yeah, that's great. So you're a consultant.
We are. That's exactly what we are.
Yeah.
There's plenty of consultants in here right now.
You know what? Every business is.
That's right.
Or I should say, every business should be a consultant.
Absolutely.
That initial sit down with somebody is to figure out let's figure out 2 things. 1, are they a right fit for you? And 2, are you a right fit for them?
Absolutely.
And obviously, coming into a bed, Sleepy's, you need a bed, so there's a right fit there.
Coming to Sleepy's looking for a bed, you're in the right place.
Right, but finding that right bed is so important. Hey, thanks for coming
Pleasure
down.
meeting you.
Website would be?
Sleepys.com. www.sleepys.com.
Sleepys.com. Perfect stuff. Thank you. All right, our next company is Buy Low, and you're here with Bill Sinise. Bill, I want to thank you for coming down tonight.
Thank you.
All right, so Buy Low, it's BI-LO.
Right.
What does that stand for?
Bill and Lori.
Bill and Lori?
Yeah, myself and my wife started the company 31 years ago.
Okay.
So we've been around for a while. We're an oil lubricants distributor. We distribute Shell, Pennzoil, Quaker State, Citgo products all over the tri-state area. Goes far up as Albany and as far down as Philadelphia.
Oh, one of the things we've been talking about here is who to refer business to and how can we use your services. I got a feeling we're not, changing the oil on a car here.
No.
So who are you? Who's your potential customer?
I sell to the Jiffy Lubes, the Firestone stores, the installer market I sell to.
Okay.
They're the ones that put it in your car.
Right.
So I'm like the Budweiser distributor or the Coca-Cola distributor. I make sure the delis have their the Coke so you can buy it when you get to the store.
Okay. So from a referral would be to one of these bigger places. But who do you work with from a strategic partnership? That really would make sense for you to speak with to get these referrals to these businesses. Because most of us are probably not working with that kind of a company.
No, I do a lot of networking and I talk to a lot of people, and then I do a lot of municipality work. So it's just a matter of getting my name out there and letting people know that what we do.
So it's a larger organization. Even an organization that's got a fleet of cars, that would be an appropriate.
We do a lot of trade shows like this to get our name out there. Next week we're going to be at another one, Long Island Gasoline Retailers Association. naturally they use a lot of oil, so
I would think so.
I will be at that one. So
Terrific.
that's what we do.
Good stuff. Bill,
Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you go. Buy low. All right, Doreen Guma. Doreen Guma has been behind Time to Play for many years already. You got the podcast going. You've got the different partners, the different partners. What am I thinking of here? The different experts. There we go. I was looking for that word. That are part of the whole community.
Okay, so Time to Play is a 501c3 not-for-profit organization, and we are advocates for life enjoyment. We have three main projects. We have the Enjoy Life Community Project, which we are starting in Port Jefferson Station, so welcome to our Enjoy Life community, because everybody should love life every single day, and it is a bridge for all community organizations within a community. All right, Brian, I'm going to ask you a question. How many organizations in your community do you know exist?
I'm sure I don't know how many organizations in my community exist.
That's the goal of this. So to hopefully decrease social isolation, get people involved, and let them love their life where they live and be part of their community. So we have that. We have our Pre-Invent Your Life program, which is just amazing. There is an article on Time to Play. You can look up Pre-Invent Your Life. It's got a lot for that, but it's not reinvent, and it's not, oh my, have a horrible life, whatever. It's pre-invent, and we're really shooting to help our youth to have the best life ever with that program. And we have the I Can Be Extraordinary program, which is self-love, self-empowerment, self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-worth. And those are our major
It's
projects.
so cool, and it's all for great stuff too.
Yes.
Even the idea behind the Be Extraordinary perfumes. I mean,
Yes.
it's
The Be Extraordinary, we do have part of that is a product line, which is a reminder and a reinforcement for how you can be extraordinary. And we are working on doing a community center right now. And hopefully that will be opening, I would say, in the beginning of the year of 2016, which will be a safe, so we're a judgment-free place for anybody to come. And we're not a depression awareness project, we're not a suicide prevention project, we're an Enjoy Life project, but you could talk to so many people, and there's so many people with despair, and that shouldn't be. So it is time to play. It is time to love your life.
Yeah, no, I agree. Different situations where people feel that they're all alone, and they're not. There's all kinds of things that can be done, should be done, and you're doing so many of these things. I mean, especially the whole team of experts, the podcast, the webinars, everything that's out there, and that community center. It's all great. Doreen, thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you so
and
much.
if you want to see an excellent website, just for the sake of seeing an excellent website, you got to go there.
Go to timetoplay.com, TIMETOPLAY.com. There are articles. There are, we have the radio podcasts, which are free. We actually have an entire Empower Half Hour radio station. There's almost one every single day now. Peer-to-peer, just judgment-free discussion. Call in. Let's all empower each other. People helping people. Collaboration equals success. But there's tons of stuff on the website, so go check out timetoplay.com.
Absolutely, yeah. Do take a look at the website. Thanks again for your help over there. There's a tremendous amount of information there on all kinds of different topics, and everything from the self-help to health, education topics, and so much more. We are now here with the real estate folks, the folks that continue to tell us what to do, make sure we get the most from our home, or if we're on the buying side of it, make sure we're doing the right thing. So you are?
I'm Rula Stampolidis with Belpres Real Estate, and this is Debbie Stoyano.
Hi, everybody. How are you today?
What's the key to selling your home? As on my side of it, right? As the homeowner, is it staging? Is it cleaning out all my little personal items? Is it everything that I'm about to keep on going with?
It's pretty much everything. You got to clean your home, declutter. Pricing it right, the number one thing. You have to price your home right.
Well, and that's, of course, on your side, on the pricing it right. Mine is getting all the stuff out, donating it to whatever charity, the stuff that's got to go. And the same thing, when it comes to purchasing a home, you watch some of those shows, right? Oh, I hate that color paint. They're like, how unimportant is that? But what are some of the things that really should look for in a home? Is it really that updated bathroom, the updated kitchen, or more of the structural side of a home when we're looking for that right place to live in?
Well, an engineer is very important to make sure you have a structurally sound house. School districts are very important to a lot of people when they're looking with smaller children. As far as the interior, use your imagination. If it isn't what you want, You can make it what you want with a little paint, a little creativity.
And that's why it's so important when you're selling your home to make sure that you're leaving a blank slate for everybody to put their own imagination to see themselves inside of that. Yeah, inside of that house.
Do realize what makes a house a home is what you put into it. So when you go see a home, have an open mind. Everyone's taste is different.
Right. It's not what I put into it as the seller. It's what you put into it as the buyer. So how can they reach you, fine ladies?
Okay, we're located in Miller Place at 428 Route 25A. We're across the street from Stop and Shop, right next to the Miller Place Car Wash. What else? Would you like our telephone number? We're at 631-331-5100. I'm Rula, and this is Debbie or Craig, who's hiding behind there somewhere.
We'll get Craig next time around. Thank you so much for coming down here tonight. So we're here with one of our council members. Should I say the most important council member? Ken Olis, and that is with Safeguard. Correct. You make stuff. You make all kinds of giveaway stuff, but it's not really just giving away stuff, is it not? It's all about branding.
We are in the branding business, and it is about stuff, but the branding is the important part.
It's the right stuff.
Correct. It is the right stuff. Has nothing to do with the astronauts.
Right.
Because I've never sold to an astronaut, but we are in the branding business, and we do both commercial printing, corporate apparel, both silk screened and embroidered, and we also do a tremendous amount of promotional items. All the trade show giveaways, anything with a logo on it, we can handle.
Yeah, well, we were talking to a few people back there about how your resume, how your LinkedIn page, and everything's got to really fit, where it's be complementary of each other and deliver that same message. Same thing over here with the different types of giveaways. So, like if you're in the construction business, it would make sense to give away something related to building something, maybe like a foam brick with your name on there or something like that.
It really has to do with who your target audience is. You know, who are you selling to? Who are you marketing to? What industries are you trying to penetrate? And what might work for them? And therein lies the challenge. Anybody can give away a pen. Anybody can give away a flashlight. But does that mean something to somebody? It has to have an impact for someone to keep it. If it's not kept, if it's thrown in a drawer, it's not going to have the same impact. So you try and strategize and look for items that will mean something to the clientele.
And that they'll keep.
Correct.
It's not just a pen thrown in my pocket.
Correct.
But something
or they'll wear. They may wear it. It might be a piece of apparel where they'll wear it. It might be a bag. A bag is the #1 item in terms of impressions.
Right.
A pen is the #1 item in terms of sales.
Okay. There you
go. So, and a pen will always be the #1 item.
Right.
Small, inexpensive, and people give away pens all the time. I give away pens.
I got a whole chunk of pens of different people, but it's a pen. So if it makes sense, it's good. Hey, we're talking to Ken, Safeguard. So the website would be
www.gosafeguard.com.
There you go. www.gosafeguard.com. Get in touch with Ken, part of the council. Does a great job helping us out. We are now going to be speaking at Green Audit with Katie Cox. And Katie, Green Audit certainly is a great name. Seems like it's something that makes sense that we should all be doing. Tell us a little bit about the company.
Well, we help Long Islanders reduce their energy costs by making home improvements. A lot of these improvements costs are offset by rebates provided through New York State and also PSEG.
Right. And are you there to help us through that whole process? What would be something that we should improve upon, and then what also rebates are available?
Well, some of the things that we find a lot of homeowners aren't aware of is their insulation actually needs to be improved as time goes on. So they're losing a lot of heat out of their attic space. So we like to come in and perform an audit, which is about a 3-hour process. We come in, we do a safety inspection on the home. We make some improvement suggestions. And then we see if they're eligible for some of these programs through New York State. So income eligible residents can receive up to $8,000 worth of improvements if they're income eligible. And then there's also a 50% rebate that's available up to $5,000.
And the audits, what is the fee for the audits?
There's no fee for the audit. If they provide certain documentation to us, we waive that fee.
That's great. Okay, and the website is?
www.greenauditusa.
It doesn't get any simpler than that. www.greenauditusa.com. Speak to Katie, some of the other folks that are there. Figure out what makes sense that you should be updating with your home from that energy standpoint and the rebates that are out there. Our next interview is going to be with GT Power Systems. Sir, it's great to have you over here. Love the mustache as an aside.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so GT Power Systems.
What do we do?
What do you do?
We do a lot of things. Primarily power generation, standby generators. We market the MTU, which is a Rolls-Royce company in the United States. It's for homes, businesses, hospitals, schools. We employ a service department of 10 people. We have generators in some of those household names and people that you know, particularly out in the east end of Long Island, but I'd rather not use their names because they don't want us to. Okay. So we also have what's called the Anbar micro turbine. It's good for a home, a business, as long as you have a good heat load, like a laundry. Right. What it does, supplies you with all the heat and hot water and all your electricity for about 50% of the cost that you'd be paying now.
That sounds very interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah, so is it a very big system to install?
No, they're small. They're 5 kilowatt and 10 kilowatt, and soon we're going to have a 35 kilowatt, which is sized, I guess the size of town hall. It could handle a building that size.
A 5 kilowatts, a home size version?
Size and a larger home, 10 kilowatt. Or perhaps a laundromat, which uses a hell of a lot of hot water, as we know. Perfect application for them.
It's very interesting, and I'm sure there's a lot of information on your website about that. So what would be the website that they should go to?
www.gtpowersystemsnewyork.com.
Okay, www.gtpowersystemsnewyorkny.com. Terrific, thank you so much. That's an interesting product to go take a look at, especially, and it's very complimentary to a lot of the other things and a lot of the other companies that we've been speaking to. So let's get on with it, and we'll go meet the rest of the vendors at tonight's Brookhaven Business Expo, the 11th annual one. We are now here with Transition Lifestyle Solution, which is something that, let's just say reality is a lot of us need to transition to a healthier lifestyle. You're helping people do that, right?
We're helping people do that. We're helping people learn how to eat right, the right way. You get lots of food with it. You get us as health coaches, but we're also holding a 21-day program right now, which is great to kick off this holiday season. So you can actually, for 21 days, clean up your diet, lose anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 pounds, and get ready for the holiday season without the holiday game.
Right. So how important is it, and I know everything's a factor in there, but the eating right and sometimes taking different supplements to make up for different deficiencies that we may have. Yep. Exercise is thrown into the equation. Good sleep is something that was, we brought up before also. All of this is a factor. Is there any one that you would say is more important than the other?
Honestly, I probably would say your sleep. Your sleep really is important, but taking every single one of those and trying to do it on a daily basis will help keep that stress level at bay, which we all have. The supplementation is needed to help support the body along with the good food and the exercise. It all works hand in hand. I hate to say it, but there's no easy way around it.
No, it really does. And from what I found too, it's not extreme exercise that does it, and it really is not even extreme dieting that's doing it too. You're talking like a sustainable lifestyle.
A sustainable lifestyle that you truly need to eat your 13 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. That's what this program focuses on, and you actually have a check-off guide as you go. It tells you exactly what to do. There's no guessing. Right. So the more you eat, the more you lose. It really is the bottom line.
Okay, so what is the website that they could go to, and then they'll be in touch with you, and you'll help them through the whole process?
Yep. You can go to, it's www.tlslim/MLESH, LOESCH. It's kind of involved. You could also go to Facebook, and I have my Facebook page, Drop and Give 21 Days.
There you go.
Go to that one. It's a lot easier.
It sounds a lot easier, too. Drop and Give 21 Days.
Right. So
on Facebook.
On Facebook.
There we go. The power of social media.
Yep.
The website, folks, will be loving that one, too. Got to have that Facebook out there. Hey, thanks so much. No, you know what it is. In the photos that are up there, and we're going to speak to media companies that we've been talking to, the website companies. Hey, the writer, that was here that does blog. All this stuff is important because it's all about telling stories, and there's those stories that get people's attention. So it's all good. Thank you so much for creating that healthy lifestyle for everybody. All right, so who are we talking to?
My name's Phil Franzese. I'm the publisher of Neighborhood Coupons. We're the largest coupon mailer in Suffolk County.
And the coupon book, that's the small coupon books that go out. Yep, those are the small coupon books that go out that so many businesses, and I find that it's not the newer businesses or just the smaller, there are a lot of big name companies that are in there, the restaurants are in there, and they're really good coupons.
Here's a page that says pull results like the big guys: Subway, Firestone, Wendy's, Pizza Hut, Midas, UPS, etc. So we deal with mom and pops, and we deal with national accounts. So
it's relatively inexpensive to be doing this. So, certainly, if you're going to compare cost to mailers and that kind of thing.
Our price comes out to 2.5 to 4 cents, depending upon the size of the ad, etc., per home.
And obviously that's a lot less than mailing. It's getting delivered, to your community. You're targeting it.
And also we have a shelf life of 2 to 3 months because the books come out each season, so they stay around, and the coupons are there for the expiration date for a long time.
Are you saying the shelf life of a mailer is less than 2 to 3 months? Maybe closer to 2 to 3 minutes?
No, because in our books, the way the books are designed, we have 15 to 20 restaurants, and you can't go to all those restaurants in 2 days. Right. So they go to them over a period of time, and the rest of the advertisers in the back, they're getting results up until the last day.
Right, that's where it makes sense to be in the book, as opposed to just a mailer, one mailing piece to somebody where it's just right. I mean, they're using it or not using it. That's great. What the website that people are going to be going to is?
www.neighborhoodcouponsli.com.
Perfect. There you go. Another great way to promote your business. The old get in front of them on a piece of paper really does make sense, especially with something that's going to hang around on their countertop, in their shelving, whatever it is, for a couple of months. Your business will be seen not just one time, but many, many times, and it really makes sense on that one too. Another great referral partner. It's all good. All right, here we are. We're a good friend of mine, Ron Dennenberg. It's Renaissance Photography. Great stuff. We meet on a weekly basis, but there's a few things that you really need to know about Ron. One of them is that you've been doing this for quite a while. Is that the case?
Yes, I turned professional in 1971, and we opened the studio in 1975. So we've been on Main Street, Smithtown, for over 40 years now, and it's been a long run. But it's given me a lot of advantages, because over the years I got bored at what I was doing. So every couple of years, my wife would push me into a different type of photography. So I gained expertise first in weddings and portraits, and then big groups, and where is it?
Yeah, this photo that he's showing you back here at Cipriani's is phenomenal, because you can see every face in that photo, and that is a phenomenal thing to do. It takes a while to learn how to take a photo like that. Going back to that 1971, 40 plus, you've learned a bit over the years.
The interesting part about that is the CEO of Canon said to me that was an impossible picture to take, that his photographers on staff said we could not have taken that picture. They don't know how we did it. And my reply to him was, if I tell you I've got to kill you, it's job security. Okay? And it took me 10 years before I told him the secret.
Now that's a testimonial coming from Canon. That's awfully, awfully impressive. So the photography that you do, besides these huge things for the corporate world, your studio is in Smithtown. You do a lot of individual shoots also?
We do. Yeah, we do a lot of annual report photography. We photograph people for websites, for business cards. Nowadays, if you have a good website, it's got to be complete. You have to show your building, you have to show your offices, and this way we go in, we photograph the interiors, the exteriors, we put the CEO in front of the sign in the lobby, the vice president in their office, everybody else in front of a plain background, and we fill out the whole website with photographs.
So it's not just taking a good picture, it's taking a good picture that tells the story.
Yes, absolutely. The story is the whole thing.
Always is. Picture tells 1,000 words. Ron, I want to thank you so much for joining us again over here. Absolutely. So you want to go visit Ron. He's over in Smithtown. The website, website.
RenaissanceStudio.com, and we're right on Main Street, right on the same block with Town Hall.
There you go. Perfect stuff. You want to go down there. And we've been talking about social media, websites, making sure everything's current, needs to be good, needs to be professional. Especially when you had a law firm over here. They also, the website needs to be professional, making sure those headshots are correct, and making sure it does tell the story. And this story is a wide one because they have a lot of different specialties within the organization, and we're going to learn a little bit about them right this second. All right, we're now here with Christine, who's going to talk about some of those wide variety of services that are provided through the company. it's really amazing, the depth of it. And, when you walk into and you look at legal advice, there's not just one facet that's with it. And that's why you have so many different specialties at the company.
Absolutely. So we have several attorneys in the office, so we each have our own specialties that we handle. So when a client comes in, we're able to answer their questions depending on what their needs are.
Right, and it's the big we are.
Yes.
Yeah, right, because everybody's got their own specialty. I can't imagine how many little nuances change on a rapid pace that you really have to specialize on your side of it. And I need to know that the information that you give me is current.
Yes, in this day and age, it's very difficult to know everything about everything.
Right.
So being able to have a firm where there are people that know about their areas and that we can help anybody that comes in no matter what their needs.
Right. And how large is the firm? How many different areas of specialties are there?
Well, we have 6 attorneys right now.
Okay.
We have collections, creditors' rights. We do trust and estate work. We do commercial and business formation, litigation, real estate, both personal and commercial.
Right.
And we do. Oh, I said business formations already.
Right. Yeah.
So we do anything on the personal and the business side.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, and a lot of it, especially the business owners, there is no line in between.
No,
what we do, and actually there should be from a legal standpoint, but we'll save that conversation for another day because you want to make sure the business or your personal stuff is protected from the business side of things.
Absolutely.
And that's also so important.
Absolutely.
All right. What would be the website that they would go to?
It's www.rttllp.com.
That's www.rttllp.com.
Correct.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
It's great.
We are now here with Home Performance Technology. No, you got to show the logo. I mean, it's all about and it's a beautiful logo. It stands out.
I appreciate it.
It's good. We were talking to a promotions company before and the website companies before and everything like that. The websites, the promotional items, T-shirts, shirts, all of it has to pop to get everybody's attention. This definitely does.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. And we've definitely made a concerted effort to do so. We actually used to have the yellow shirts, but the blue ones seem to have a little bit more of a...
It stands out.
No, actually it's because there's all guys that want to wear blue, and I'm the only girl, and they don't want to wear yellow. So I lose.
But it looks
Moving
good, though,
on to what the company does. Yes, I do. I do agree, but then again, I'm a guy. I guess I have to agree, right, to fit in with that one. So at Home Performance Technologies, what are we doing? What's the service that you provide that stands out even more so than the shirts?
All right.
We do home energy audits.
Okay.
We let people know how inefficient their home is because 95% of the homes on Long Island are inefficient.
Right.
New York State allows every homeowner to get a free energy audit on their home. New York State will pay us to do that. If you if you have central air conditioning in your home, PSEG has a program called Home Performance Direct where we're one of the contractors that work with PSEG that comes into your home and we do the sealing, duct sealing on your AC system and install up to 20 compact fluorescent bulbs, which means you're using less electricity, saving the world, and saving money for yourselves and taking care of the environment.
You did a nice job on that. You're sitting here talking about T-shirts. You're saving the world.
Well, so to sum it up, pretty much, we make your home more comfortable. We put a couple of dollars back in your pocket through the savings you generate. And we're saving the world one house at a time.
I like that. I like that a lot. It's all good. Right down to the shirts, it's all good. Right down to that logo. All right, so what would be the website that they'd be going to?
www.hpt-usa.net.
I knew she was going to jump in there before you got that one. Thank you so much for doing what you do and saving the world. It's all good. All right, the next group that we're going to be talking to is going to be First in Service Staffing Solutions. We discussed resumes with people, Facebook, the LinkedIn, everything's with everything. Obviously, this needs to be something that's consistent on their side. What are you looking for when you obviously have a company that's looking for people? Where are you going to find those that are going to fill those positions?
We are going various different search engines through networking events like this, career fairs. LinkedIn is one of the ones that we've been using. So there's a whole different area, lots of areas that we could go to. Plus, we're always looking to meet people and create a database so we have those people ready to go when some needs arise.
And also one of the things that keeps coming up with LinkedIn, it's not the one person, it's their network also. So do you do a lot of, let's say, prospecting on LinkedIn for that?
Well, that would be for me. I hit the streets. I'm one of the account managers for First in Service, so I go right into the heart of Nassau, Suffolk. I'm meeting most of the people at their businesses, and I'm telling them what the services we have, whether it's temp, perm, direct hire. So I'm sitting down with the HR people, the office managers. We just broke into now the medical field, so we're doing a lot of like medical assistance, programs, stuff like that, IT, some new industries that we haven't. The best thing about us is we're open from 7 a.m. to 9:30 at night. So, we try to think outside the box. We want to be more of the come in, whatever time. We have first, second, and third shifts. So warehouse, medical, office, industrial, we do it all.
That's perfect. And what would be the website that they would go to?
It is www.fisstaffingsolutions.com.
www.fisstaffingsolutions.com. Gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for coming down here tonight.
It's a pleasure.
It's all good. Yeah, definitely good. So there you go. If you're a company looking to hire people, or you are looking for a job someplace, you definitely want to reach out to them. All right, we're now going to travel around the world, are we not?
Yes, we are.
All right, how are we traveling around the world?
All right.
Your dime or mine?
Your dime.
All right, my dime. That's okay.
Okay.
We got to reach into our pocket.
No doubt about it. No doubt
Tell us
about it.
about vacation travel.
Yes, Vacation Travel. We are a subsidiary of Vacation Travel called Search World Global Travel, and we are a home-based travel agency. As most people know, a lot of businesses are now home-based. So is travel. So therefore, we're able to provide the same services, all right, the same websites with the same prices as a brick-and-mortar travel agency. So therefore, this is our premise. We're able to give individualized services to those people because we can go and meet them where they are and do business that way.
Right.
So that's different.
Yeah, that was going to actually be one of the questions. When it comes to going on vacation, there may be certain things I want to do, but I don't know where the best place to go to do that would be, and that's really where you would come in to guide me in that respect.
Exactly. So we can help tailor the trip for the client. Also, a lot of people like to plan early, and one of the things about it on the internet, if you see a trip you like, you have to pay for it all at once, and sometimes that can be a hefty payment. But we're able to do the same thing where you can make a down payment and then pay until almost up to the time you're ready to travel.
That sounds
and
nice
that's different.
Convenient.
That's correct. That's
go.
what we're able to do.
You're getting convenience, you're getting the expertise of you. It sounds like a real win. And
that's what I'm saying.
And you're close, so you'll come around
yes.
to actually sit down with us too. So what would be the website that they would go to find you?
To find us, it will be searchworldglobaltravel.com.
Easy enough. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. All right, there you go. So your vacation is here, and you can pay for it in advance and just pay for it before you go. This way it's all done and not have to deal with the bills afterwards. You meet these companies, and it's great showing up at the tables. It's okay, so I've got the name of the company now, and then it's like, all right, so what do you do? We're here with Corinne Graham, and let's go ahead, right with that. What is the full aspect, the consulting side of things? What do you consult on?
Well, I am going to say then we're the doctor of businesses.
Oh, that's good. All right, that's going to narrow us down to
everything.
Yeah, I know.
Starting somewhere.
Let's narrow a little bit there.
All right, so we focus on training, business development. We do project management. We have commercialization aspect of our business. We also help a little bit in the education piece with advocacy work and so on. So it's very broad, but there's a lot of different pieces to our business. We're a general consulting firm.
But it seems like a lot of it's coming down to efficiency. And efficiency in a couple of different ways. The employee side, making sure the business is operating right. And a lot of times we do need somebody else to speak to that has a vested interest in our business, but it can look at it from a third-party point of view.
Usually, yes. Efficiency is definitely spot on because efficiency leads to increased profitability. But one of the key pieces you have to remember is that there is, in terms of building business development and growth and new markets. For example, we're speaking at the International Energy Efficiency Conference Sustainability at SUNY Farmingdale.
Nice.
We also have a couple of projects that we're commercializing that has to do with emergency shelters, the microgrids, and also education. So there are a number of different pieces of things that are also part of the general consulting component.
Right. And all of those things, though, once your employees know that you're doing this, or if something comes up where an emergency does happen, you help the company efficiently deal with that emergencies. I'll justify my efficiency comment in there a little bit.
You know what? That's fine and that's true. But when you're starting up, you need those pieces too.
Oh yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's where that important component. Or if you're going into a new market, so you can increase money.
Well, the question is, how to do that. And with your expertise, you would really be able to help somebody figure out how. I want to expand. I want to go someplace, but and I have an idea where I'm going. But how do I really do that? And how do I do it realistically?
Yeah, you sit down, you talk, you look at the business, you look at the industries, look at what they've been doing, how long they've been, and get a feel for where, what's the capacity for that organization. And each organization is unique.
Right. And the first thing they should do, of course, would be to contact you. And they're going to what website? That is?
It's GrahamConsultingAndResearch.com.
And they're going to speak to Corinne Graham.
Yes.
Nice. That's good. Excellent.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for sharing your expertise with everything. It's so good and it's so needed.
It's
yeah, we try to do more and more things out there. We try to be more efficient. We try to expand into different areas. And you want to save yourself a whole lot of time. Speak to somebody that will be able to help you through that whole process, make fewer mistakes, make the whole thing happen, and make it happen effectively. Okay. We are now here with Tony Hokanson, and the company is called C2G Environmental Consultants. Had to look all the way down there. It's a nice long name, but it's a long name. But it is with environmental consultants, and there's a lot of aspects that go along with things. From cleaning up spills to on a commercial level, but also on the residential side too.
Correct. We change out oil tanks of any size of residential, commercial, or industrial. We also do environmental assessments of properties. Somebody's going to invest in a new property. They're going to want to do their environmental due diligence and make sure they're not taking on an environmental issue. So we do those types of assessments as well as the cleanup when needed.
That sounds a bit more complicated than just doing a title search to find out the financial aspect.
Yes, it is a little bit more. It's doing a site inspection as well as documentation of the current conditions of the properties, checking out doing a historical research of not just the ownership, but also any spills that have occurred on or near the property that might have affected that property, any other environmental concerns, and then there's a report written that gives you recommendations for what kind of additional studies to do, because the first part of it is just looking and assessing. Then phase 2 is actually doing testing, like it may recommend soil testing or water testing or having a tank removed, or checking out any other aspects of the building. And then the remediation is based on those findings.
And that remediation process, so the tank removal, all of those items that might have to take place, that is also one of the services provided through the company?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, and we service all of Long Island.
Right, okay. And that's residential, the oil tanks?
Residential oil tanks as well as commercial and industrial.
Right. It's got to be an interesting thing, researching the history of the various properties. And I imagine if we go back a little bit, you're not going to get all of those records, just by going to some place. And that's where the on-site testing comes in, where you got to go down there.
Exactly, yes. And the geologist is actually doing these site inspections, so they're looking for signs that there may be a soil contamination or there may be an issue or evidence that might indicate that there's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were talking about different kinds of referral partners. Are you looking more on the commercial side? As a referral partner, commercial real estate agents, builders?
Commercial real estate agents, certainly builders. We also do ground penetrating radar, so we can map out what's under the ground on your property.
Okay.
And so a builder might need that before they start digging, so they're not digging into an electric line.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, real estate attorneys, realtors, and anyone who has petroleum bulk storage on their property, like a manufacturing company or a transportation company. Those are all referral partners for us.
No, that's great. It really is. It's a wide range of people that you could be speaking to also. The website before we go is?
www.c2g.us.
Excellent. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you. There you go. So on the commercial side of things, you got tremendous possibilities here when it comes to recommending a company like that. And even on the residential side, too. I know those oil tanks that many of us have been sitting in the ground for quite a while. We are now going to go back over here to go speak to a number of companies. I really wonder if I'm going to back into anybody at this point. I know last time that we did that and I walked backwards, I wound up speaking to a fire company, and they were installing fire systems, and they ran into the fire commissioner for the town of Brookhaven. So sometimes one of those kind of conversations are not bad. So here we are now. We are with none other than Aflac, the man with the duck. Paul, how are you, sir?
I'm good, Brian. How are you today?
I'm excellent. Doing good. I'm doing fine. I don't need the duck today. We're okay.
You don't need the duck
I have no idea what tomorrow's going to bring, but today, today we're good. Okay. So today we're good. You know what? I took a look at the website before coming here.
Okay.
And one of the things that I saw from the CEO was that they really want to empower the employees to go out there, make suggestions, do things, share ideas. And that's got to make the work environment that much more better. It creates that sense of ownership for everybody.
Well, one of the big things now is, you can call yourself an agent, an associate. As you see on my badge here, I have the word consultant. And that was a concept that they passed out and talked about a couple of years ago, saying when you go in and you speak to a business owner and to his employees, that's probably the best way to go, to be a consultant, show them what plans are going to work for them. Don't try to sell them everything, shove everything down their throats. Find out what's going to work, what plans are going to make their insurance complete, and what's going to help them going forward.
No, the consultant approach is everything. Nobody should be a salesperson anymore because it just doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't work. Nobody wants to be sold. Everybody wants to buy from something if it makes sense, and obviously the consultant approach to it really helps out to figure out what they need, not.
Well, that's the whole basis for being a consultant. Find out what the need is and then meet that need. Don't sell them something they don't need, because then you're not going to have a happy customer. No. And you're not going to have retention.
Right. And you're not going to get the referrals either.
Exactly.
A happy customer is a good referral partner.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. So the website, besides Aflac, obviously, for the company, but to reach you, that would be?
Well, for me, you mean me personally?
You personally, or?
Yeah, well, I have an email address, and it's my name, Paul, Paul, _ last name Donahue, DONOGHUE, @us.aflac.com.
There you go. Okay, so you want to reach out to Paul, you're going to go there.
Okay, Brian.
Hey, thank you so much.
All right, you take care now.
I will do. I will definitely take care. If I don't and I got an issue, I'm calling you. I'll have the insurance first. Nice. So how are you?
Good.
Good. So Aflac, we just spoke to, great company. You're dealing with taxes, and the insurance side of things is important. And if I remember correctly, that if you have the Aflac brand, it's a pre-tax deduction for the employer.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. It's good. So you work with a lot of companies also with your practice?
We are a small business specialist. We work with a lot of companies in the area. Plus, we have a lot of tax clients in the area. We service. We are local, but we do service people around the country.
Right.
We do both online and we do in person, and we Skype.
It covers all different aspects of
it.
And the technology is really suiting you rather well.
Yes, it does.
So, with taxes, is there like something that companies kind of miss out throughout the year? Maybe it's getting in touch with you, not when taxes are due, but 6 months prior to let you know what's going on, see if there's been any changes, maybe something you could be doing a little bit different.
Well, when people come to do their taxes, they come at the end of the year. We report the results. If they come in the middle of the year, at the beginning of the year, we can advise them on how to make changes and how to save money.
Right.
And that'll make the necessary changes.
It's important, that line of communication.
Yes.
And a lot of times it has to do with them too. I'm sure you're reaching out to them, on an ongoing basis. They have to get back to you, and then you can guide them a lot more and become more of that looking forward report or looking forward resource as opposed to the backwards.
Correct.
This is what happened.
If we talk earlier in the year, we can make adjustments, and that's the most important thing.
Okay.
So they can save.
Okay. And what is the website that they're going to?
MiddleIslandAccounting.com.
There you go. Another nice simple website. MiddleIslandAccounting.com.
Correct.
And they're going to speak to you, and your name is?
Bruce Ermilovich.
There you go. Bruce Ermilovich.
Yes.
MiddleIslandAccounting.com. Terrific. Thank you so much.
You guys have a great day.
The next company we're going to be talking to is called Classic Insurance, and I want to thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you very much this evening.
That's great. So Classic Insurance, insurance covers also so many different aspects of our life. Which one are you focused on?
Basically, we do a lot of business insurance, a lot of restaurants, and we have a separate division that's nothing but personal lines. We've been in business for 35 years, and we have several great carriers out there, Classic Insurance.
has homes, hard to write risks, right on the water, dogs, pets, things of that become a little more difficult. We have markets to help people these days.
Right, all those specialty issues. If they got a certain dog, it's a little bit more of a challenge to get it, to get the insurance. But you need to know. So we need to tell you that we have whatever dog that might be. Otherwise, we're going to have big problems should something happen.
That is correct. So the more honest you are with us when we do the questionnaire and ask you all the questions, we can put you in the right market the first time versus saying, well, we asked you the question and you didn't tell us, but you told the inspector. So we've been doing it for several years. We look at the person's eyes. We say, hey, tell us the truth. We want to give you the right coverages, protect your needs, and do the good job for you. So.
Sounds great. And what would be the website they go to get in touch with you?
Very good. It's www.classicinsuranceagency.net. Classicinsuranceagency.net.
That's great. Thank you so much for being a resource to the community. We are now here with Jim Barlow from Ameriprise. Jim, I want to thank you for supporting the event, coming down so many times. It's great. Obviously, it's something that works for you. Now, Ameriprise, you actually have a different kind of mission than many of the other companies that are out there.
Well, first of all, I don't know if you've seen the ads in the last 3 years. Tommy Lee Jones was our spokesperson, and prior to that it was Dennis Hopper up until the time he died. And I think the message, we're known as the pioneer in financial planning. And while a lot of people, I think, talk about that in the business, people even today, they're more interested in the quick fix, the hot tip and so forth. So as a financial planning company, and I have worked at another firm where it was more about stock trading, and these are good companies out there. They're good companies. I think, for example, when I first joined the company, I didn't know anything about disability insurance. We didn't sell it at the large wirehouse, so why would they train you on it? And what we try to get people to do is when they come to us, let's say with a certain amount of money to invest, we want to look to see what is their cash reserve. And before you buy a house, before you invest in the market, you should have enough savings. So if something happens to you, you're unemployed, you have something to fall back on. And then we look at protection areas. If you don't have health insurance, for example, of course, that's a little bit moot in these days because most people have it now. But those people that didn't have it before, if they came to me with money to invest, I'd make sure that we set aside some money for that. So I think the overall concept, and of course, Tommy Lee Jones talks about a confident retirement, where we try to get people to put money aside for the essentials, and then next lifestyle, and then the protection areas, and then the fourth of the pyramid you might have seen on TV, it's the legacy planning. Again, I try to help people in my business be more proactive and less reactionary. And if we can accomplish that, then, the life's a little bit better for most people.
Right, and it also sounds like, when you're meeting with somebody, especially the first time or an annual review, you're really sitting down. It's a lengthy conversation to really go through a lot of these things.
Exactly. It could be 2 to 3 hours. The example I use is if you had a potential broken arm and you went to a competent medical doctor, he doesn't say, let's get the nurse get the operating room ready right away. He measures your heart rate, your blood pressure, and he has you fill out 50 questions. What does that have to do with the arm? Well, maybe there's 2 different procedures to operate on your arm. One's a very aggressive procedure. You need to have a strong heart. If you don't have a strong heart, and so forth. But when people go to a financial doctor, they usually go with the aspiration or with the preconceived notion they want to invest certain money, and they don't get the comprehensive plan first, as you would get from the doctor. I think that's the main difference.
Right. And what would be the website? How do they get in touch with you?
Well, the website, my email is james.a.barlow@ampf.com. The website has my name in it. Quite frankly, I'm not used to giving that out. Okay. But if they even Google James space Barlow space Ameriprise and Google it, I think I'm like first or second.
Hey, good for you. I get near like Brian Cohen. I don't come up, it's a challenge to get first or second.
I'm not a big tech guy, so, but I also am a member.
I know a few. It is a referral.
I'm also a member of the Hop Hog Industrial Association.
Okay,
I'm a big supporter of that. Some of the people in this that have businesses possibly, and in fact, I've got their paper here. I'm giving it out because I think it's a great way to network and to do some things about the economy as well.
Absolutely.
So they can look me up that way as well. But very nice. I wish you very good success.
Thank you. It's all good. We are now going to speak to Jill Olish with OB Davis Funeral Homes. Got a little stuck on that one. OB Davis Funeral Homes. Yeah. You're talking about a serious topic over here.
Yes.
The advanced planning when it comes to funerals.
Yes. I specialize with my coworkers in advanced planning for funerals. And what we do is we'll sit with families and help them record their wishes for their future and help support it financially. So we have payment options, and we'll take care of those wishes to make it a little easier on the families at the time of need.
Yeah, and it's a trying time.
Yeah.
And so, if I got this right, you're speaking to, we'll use me as the example over here, as to what I would like to see happen. This is not the legal aspect of it. This is the emotional side of what the funeral should look like, and that kind of thing, and what my...
1-day visitation, 2 days if you're going to a crematorium, if you're going to a cemetery, if you're going to church or not, and we'll take care of all those arrangements for you.
Right. Oh, that's great, because
Yeah.
there's so many decisions, hard decisions.
And a lot of people don't know all their options, and so that's what we're here for, our families, is to sit down and explain that to them.
Right, okay. Well, it's a whole new approach to...
It is.
A whole new approach to dying.
Yes, so we try and get out there with some seminars, which we have a few coming up, and we go over all of your options.
All right. And so they're going to Obie Davis, that's the website?
Obie Davis, it's DigneyMemorial.com, and you can see all of our locations. We have 21 locations on Long Island, and over 20,000 on the U.S., North America pretty much, and Puerto Rico.
Right. This is important stuff. This is really important. So you should definitely go and do this, whether it be for you, parents, etc.
Yes.
There's a lot of things to know that most of us stick our heads in the sand with and don't want to know, but
Very much so.
we should know.
Nobody wants to talk about it, but you're going to have to regardless one day.
Yes, right. Then take care of it for yourself.
Yeah.
This way the loved ones don't have to. Jill, thank you. Truly thank you for doing what you do. It's a tough thing that you do. It's all good, though.
Thank you for having us tonight.
Thank you. There you go. Obie Davis Funeral Homes. All right, here we're talking. We're not talking to Vic from AC King. Yes, I remember your name. Yes, and here's what else I know about Vic. Is that Vic's got a great business that's working with the residential side of it, also the commercial side of when it comes to
air conditioning, heating.
Absolutely, which is so important, and efficient air conditioning and heating.
Of course. We're a small local contractor. I've been in business over 25 years. I got 45 years experience. We do all the Kohl's stores and Olive Gardens on Long Island.
The residentials, a lot of our homes, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years old, maybe those air conditioning systems are that way too. Does it make sense to see if the air conditioning unit is still working efficiently? Is there something that we should see?
I mean, honestly, just a little bit of maintenance goes a long way. As a homeowner, just changing the filters alone is saving you money, because it's going to stop. Basically the whole principal air conditioning is heat transfer. If you're getting a dirty coil, you can't get the heat transfer. Your air conditioning, it's not going to be doing what it's supposed to do, and it's going to lead to failure. Right. Simple little maintenance things like just like yearly little touch-up things mean a lot. Yeah.
And I'd venture to say many of us probably don't do that.
What's that?
I'd venture to say many of us probably don't do that. The unit is outside, who knows?
How many times the unit's been running for 30 years, never gave me a problem, but you never did anything with it. No. Nothing runs for 30 years with no maintenance.
No, and I just give you a call when I got a problem. How come it doesn't work?
That's right. It's been working fine for 30 years.
Yeah.
But
you get the residential cooling systems, heating cooling systems, you get the commercial also.
Yes.
Small businesses, it all makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You're another easy referral partner when it comes to these things.
Okay.
Hey,
Thank you very much.
When was the last time you had your filters changed?
What's that? Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you can visit us on our website. Actually, like my son actually, made me do videos. And I do just on the filter changes, the things that can go wrong in air conditioners, stuff like that. That you, the homeowner, can do yourself.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, because I'd be more than happy to help anybody on the phone. Just give me a call. I'll give you free advice all the time.
There you go.
I'm serious.
So there's an absolute website that you need to visit. One, because we've been speaking to these computer guys and the web guys. You need to have video up on that site, and I'm a big believer in that one too, because it keeps the website fresh, and you're providing valuable information. It's right.
What I say? ACKingLTD.com?
Please do.
Okay.
And tell us what website we're going to.
That's it. My website.
ACKingLTD.com.
Yes.
Easy enough. Vic, thanks so much for doing what you do. We are now here with Emerald Magic Lawn Care, organic. I love that. Hey, most of the time you're thinking about lawn care, you're just thinking about who's going to cut my lawn, trim the edges, and do all the rest of that. But organic?
We make it grow. We make it grow, and we try to do it green. We do provide organic approach lawn care, and it helps. A great lawn starts with the soil. So similar to like a garden, to get the best tomatoes and cucumbers, you got to work the soil. That's what we do.
Right, and it makes sense from a number of different levels. You got the little kids playing in the grass. You got his big kids falling, taking a nap on the grass. It's nice to know that it's organic.
Absolutely.
And not all these fertilizers that we're laying down in.
True. We try to promote a barefoot lawn.
Right.
A healthy lawn.
So do you start earlier in the season for that, or is there a big difference?
Typically what we do is we like to start with a soil test. That determines where we need to go from there. Then we set up a road path, a road map of what we need to do, and we put together a remedy plan. And typically what we like to do is monthly inspections and treatments as needed. So a stitch in time saves 9, that's for sure.
Okay, and residential, obviously, commercial too, right?
Yep. Also, we provide poison ivy control and invasive vine control. And in the winter months, no rest for the weary. We actually do some holiday decorating for homes, businesses, and some towns.
That is great, and you are a man of all seasons.
That we are.
It's not just when the grass grows; it's preparing for the grass to grow, and then the holidays. That's great. The website that they would be going to is
emeraldmagic.com.
Easy enough. Emeraldmagic.com.
And now is a great time to plant lawns, but also plant bulbs. As you know, Brian, I'm involved with Old Town Blooms, which is one of my passions. It's a community beautification project. Over the last 8 years, we've planted over 20,000 daffodil bulbs up and down Old Town Road. It's 7.3 miles long. I live in Port Jeff. Yep, I live in Port Jeff Station, but we got them in Port Jeff Station, east of Talcott, all the way down through Selden and Coram.
Right. Okay. I'm sure you're always looking for volunteers on that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's great. All right. So they'll go to the website. They'll be able to find out information about that.
Yep.
About when you're going out planting the bulbs, and of course they got other information.
Old Town Blooms on Facebook.
Old Town Blooms on Facebook. That's great. All right. Super
Thank you.
stuff. Thank you.
You bet. Be well.
There you go. All right. Community involvement. Getting out there with the community and actually planting something, really making an impact, because on some of these roads, you really to see the bulbs come up in the springtime, it really is a beautiful thing. Literally, really is a beautiful thing. All right, we are talking to PK Metals, some good friends. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, you talk about the company. I got to say hello to your wife. So PK Metals, Tim Yoshin, good guy.
Hi, how you doing? Tim from E-Green Recycling, PK Metals. We actually offer up our services to small, medium, large companies on the electronic e-waste side, only service industry, and if there's anything we can ever offer your company, your business, please be sure to give us a call and look at our website at www.pkmetals.com. Right.
I'm done. Are you done?
Yeah.
I don't know what he said, but you got to go down there. I brought some of I had one of those ball pit things that my insurance guy told me to get rid of. I went down. It was good. It was exciting. I can't believe actually some of the stuff. I didn't know the aspect of what you do when it came to the recycling of metal until I got down there. So it was fun. Even took a photo. All right, and his wife is fantastic too, Rudy. She's out there. She's doing all kinds of different things. Tell us what you've been up to.
Well, I'm an interior designer. I've been in House Magazine twice already. It's my passion, what I do. And also, I am my husband, Timothy Joshin. He is my co-worker in my company. And we're looking forward to create more business in order for us to prosper in a better way. Thank you.
There you go. All right. So now, if you're in real estate, all right, you want to get in touch with them. Number one, you do the home staging, help out in that respect. So that's great. And then if you got that stuff in the backyard that you need to get rid of, the old ball pits before the insurance guys come, you're giving Tim a call on that one. Oh, it's all... Yeah, well, look, that's reality. You got to keep these homes up and over there. All right, the next guy that we were talking to is, and I didn't look down, Sumner Environmental. This is why the logos need to be up here, especially like a networking event, right? Because it's at eye level, it's good. I can almost fake it that I knew what the name of the company was. I didn't know the name of the company. So tell us who you are and what you do.
My name is Kwame Garnett. I'm the president of Sumner Environmental. And basically what we do is we perform hazardous sampling and testing for hazardous materials, asbestos, lead, mold, indoor air quality, land surveys. And we like to consider ourselves the cradle to the grave kind of company, because we do the testing, we do the survey, and if the material comes back to be hazardous, we also have the ability to remove it and then issue the final permit so the owner or contractor can proceed with their project.
So some of the environmental testing that you do, and that's inside the home or business also for the mold and that kind of thing?
Yes, it can be inside, indoor, outdoor, roofing. We also test the air for mold spores and PCBs, as well as various other contaminants.
That's great. I really appreciate you going out and doing that, and we all should know what's going on in our basement. It smells a little musty for a reason, right? All right, the website they're going to be going to is?
It's www.sumnerenvironmental.com. You can also contact us at 844-ASK-SINC. That's 844-SEINC. Thank you.
Okay, and Sumner is SUMNER, environmental.com. All right, we are really getting down to the end over here with our interviews, and it's really great, the number of vendors that we hear. You saw the photos with the food court. I didn't get a chance to get in there. Hopefully there's some food left over, but I could tell you it was a great, great group of people that were there. All right, we are now walking over here to speak with this fine gentleman, Daniel Polner.
Yeah, we've met before.
We have met before. All right, Daniel is with the Stony Brook Small Business Development Center. You know, the first time I did this a couple of years ago, it was a number of years ago, I couldn't get that sentence out. Small Business Development Center. It was a good friend, Ronnie Rosen, was representing.
Right, can you pan over to Ronnie Rosen?
Yeah,
Ronnie.
Say hi, Ronnie.
Hi, Ronnie.
Ronnie's also one of the members. That's the Small Business Development Center is one of the members of the Brookhaven Business Advisory Council, and a great resource.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I mean, what's really unique about it, and when we first started taping TV shows, we had one of the actually Ronnie was there talking about it. It's that, so you're a free service, number one, right? Absolutely free. People should go. There's no reason in the world why not. Where you're really able to help people is the fact that you have specialists in different areas that will then work with somebody coming in. So if I want to build a business in industry A, I'm going to be working with somebody that used to be in or still is involved with whatever that industry is.
That is absolutely true. We not only do we have that expertise in-house, but we can actually pair you up with mentors outside of our office, also on a complimentary basis for those individuals. We also provide additional services in accounting, business planning, marketing, finance referrals, and procurement for those individuals, minority-owned and women-owned businesses who are interested in getting involved in government contracting.
Yeah, and there's a couple of different aspects of it, too. You also run these seminars that are also complimentary, at the Small Business Development Center. But that's a slightly different aspect to that than somebody coming in and looking to get advice from you on how to run the business.
That's true. Yeah, we do a number of workshops on specific topics that are relevant to small business, whether it's disaster preparedness, how to set up a blog, how to do internet marketing, finance related. We do a fantastic QuickBooks workshop that is not complimentary, but it is subsidized, and it's a very inexpensive program, and we are constantly overbooked with a waiting list specifically for that service.
Right. I'm telling you right now, everybody should be down there, at the Stony Brook Small Business Development Center. A phenomenal resource, and that's not it's not an overstatement at all. It's an understatement, if anything. Because of that areas of expertise that you have, it's all complimentary. It's good. And we spoke to a couple of other people over here about, consultants with their business. You obviously are, and you're very much looking at it from a third-person point of view. So your vested interest, obviously, is a vested interest in seeing success with everybody, but you're looking at it from an outsider's point of view, and you're going to see things in my business that I won't see because it's my business. It's my decision. It must be right.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's a great resource. I hope there are plenty of people watching this, on the internet or wherever you guys are broadcasting, because our advertising budget is very small. So this gives us an opportunity to let people know that we are out there and we're here to provide that service.
Okay, all right, so Dan, I'm going to let you do the website because I know it's a long one. You ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the website of all websites. Go ahead, Dan. Tell it like it is.
It is www.stonybrook/SBDC.com.
There you go. I told you it was a doozy. And I also told you when we got started with this thing that you needed to have a notebook and a pen and really pay attention to all the websites, all the companies, and everything else that's going on here. And one of the reasons is you want to capture all of these websites as we are going. And make that list over there as to who you're able to refer them to and who you should be going to just see. And you should be going to see them, and then you'll refer them out afterwards. Dan, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you down there because I don't look at myself as the same way you would look at me. All right, we got a couple more people to go to. This is more than exciting. And here we go. We're just going to spin right around. Over here, we are going to be talking to none other than Bonnie Berger.
How are you?
I love talking to Bonnie Berger.
Boga.
All right, I love talking
Wait
to
a
Bonnie. You say the last name.
I
Bonnie
gotta
Boga.
get you- I got to get you my special offer.
All right, well, Bonnie's going to get the special item right now. This is more than exciting. It's tremendous. This is like the Frisbee. I even caught it. Oh, this brings back memories from good old high school days.
I know you want
Some of my high
Frisbee
school.
tonight.
That's right. That's up on Facebook if you didn't see it. That'll be up there.
Yes.
All right, so Bonnie, tell us who you are. Tell us what you got here.
All right, I'm Bonnie Boga, and I'm doing residential real estate. I'm working out of a Setauket office at Caldwell Banker Residential Brokerage, and working the North Shore here. If you need to buy or sell a home, I'd love to help you out. I'm doing rentals as well. Got my senior real estate specialist.
Good.
So I could help the people ready to right size, as they call it now. And
we'll put a plug in for somebody along the way here, like Jefferson's Ferry. Do you find, and they're also located in Setauket, I believe would be the town, but do you find a lot of people are selling their homes here, moving into a place like Jefferson Ferry because they want to stay in the community?
they are there. Most of them have family nearby. Who wants to leave their grandchildren if you don't, It's hard, but it's a big decision because you're still going to have to. You won't have to shovel the snow, but you'll still have to see it if you live in
But if you're going to equate, shoveling the snow every once in a while or just getting the car clean versus seeing the grandkids, I think most of us would shovel the snow.
Yeah, you got to stay near your grandkids.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other options other than Jefferson's Ferry. There's senior rental places, luxury rentals. We have the whole leisures out there in Ridge. There's a lot of other options.
And that's where your expertise as the senior specialist, really comes into play because you can find the right situation for people, regardless of whatever that situation may be. So that's great. So Bonnie, how are they going to find you besides following the Frisbee?
I'm all over the net. Bonnie Boger, Boeger, and you can call me at 631-662-1983, or let's see, bonnie.boger@cbmoves.com.
Or you can find her on Facebook. She's one of my friends.
Yeah.
And we'll be out in the yard playing Frisbee. Hey, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and thanks for the Frisbee. Brings back some fond memories. All right, we are now going to speak to the man down the end. This is going to be, there it is, Mike. We're going to speak to Mike? You have no idea how fitting this is. All right. This is like Toastmaster Central. All right, so who is Mike? Let me just tell you who Mike is. Mike is a good friend of mine from the Toastmaster world. So is Rudy and Tim. We don't want to let that one go by the wayside, and many of the other folks that we have spoken to in here. Mike came over to a Toastmaster meeting, and he wanted to become a better speaker, a stronger leader, because he's got this business that he just wants to tell the whole world about. And this, my friends, is his Table Topics time. 2 minutes to tell us all about the business. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, hello, my name is Michael Jones. I'm the owner of a company called Events Travel Out. Let me get you my business card. Okay, if you could look at it real quick, it's upside down. My business was designed for two things: to help people, encourage to go out and have fun, and avoid a DWI. So let me break it down for you. When we go ahead and do a trip with Events Travel Out, we give you all exclusive one price, pays for everything. It pays for your way to your event, it pays for your ticket to your event, it pays for the food that you're going to eat and the drinks that you're going to have, and it's going to pay for your way to come home. So if you're very interested, go ahead and look at my website, eventstravelout.com. I'll be more than glad to hear from you. And if you want to go ahead and call me directly, 631-487-3895. Thank you very much for your time.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Michael, I'm so glad that you're down here. So glad that you joined us this evening.
Thank you very much, Brian.
And definitely glad that we met. All right, let's go check in with the rest of the Business Advisory Council team. We'll get a little recap on this evening, and I'm really excited about the whole turnout. Great amount of vendors that were down here, the food court, the different companies that were here, the wide variety of companies were here, and everybody else that joined us at the Brookhaven Business Advisory Council's 11th annual event. Fantastic. Hey, the show is really great. As I mentioned in the beginning, I got the whole team over here from the Business Advisory Council, and actually not the whole team, but many people. You know, but as I mentioned in the beginning, when you attend these events, and you did attend this event, you attended it by watching the video. You know, you want to look for people you want to do business with. You want to look for people that you can refer, and you also want to look for those referral partners. These folks that are back over here, man, they are quite the team as part of the Business Advisory Council. We have our liaison to the town, and that's going to be Lisa Mulligan, who is the Director of Economic Development and the CEO of the IDA. You gotta love all those initials, right? I know, it's great. She's been one of the major driving forces behind this thing to make sure that we have the resources that we need as a council through the town and helping us out. And I want to thank you for allowing us to do what we do.
Well, it's my pleasure, and thank everybody for their hard work. I know that everyone in my office worked really hard on this event, and I have to say, I think it was another successful year.
Yeah, no, it was great. Ronnie's been a big help over here, is making sure the vendors knew I was actually coming and trying not to interrupt too many conversations. And then the last person I want to introduce here is Henry Bramwell. Henry is the president of the Business Advisory Council. I get to claim the title of vice president, but he leads the charge over here. You took on this role. You're doing it. How enjoyable is it to do, and how exciting is it to know that you're part of the team over here that's helping to provide a resource to the Brookhaven businesses and those surrounding the business?
Brian, I had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah.
It was very enjoyable. It was a great event. We had a great turnout. It's one of the best networking events of the year. You know, all the folks at the BBAC here to help to volunteer. Chuck donated water, right? And Maria donated so much food. We have a hand truck of food we still have left to get rid of, so we really want to reach out and thank them for what they've done, and everyone else for coming in here today and helping out. So once again, another great event.
Yeah, same. Yeah, nice job. Thank you. Hey, and I want to thank you for watching this, for supporting us, for coming down and being a vendor, and watching yourself on camera. You know, that was great. The folks that came down here, it's great. It's all good. Next year will be the 12th annual Business Expo, 12th annual. So you want to do this. You want to go to our website, and that's brookhavenbac.org. Reason is that we do a number of events throughout the year, and the only way that you're going to know about that is by going to the website, or you could join our mailing list, or you could find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, and all those other social media sites.
Or you could go to Brian, or you can give him a call. His phone number is... No, never mind, sorry.
631-255-3581. Hey, maybe I'll tell you what I do. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next year at the 12th annual Building Your Business in Brookhaven Business Expo.